Hello everyone, this is Chuck again, back for some more installments on my video series. If you don't know by now, my name is Chuck, I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, and I espouse that Jesus Christ is really Satan, the morning star, and that's because the two stories of creation in Genesis are not about the same creation. But the reason I made this video was to talk about the many UFO experiences in the Bible and the extraterrestrial presences in the Bible. And basically, I didn't just read the Bible or just do any one thing or watch videos on YouTube to come to this conclusion. You got to take in all the evidence, I just put two and two together. That's all I ever try to do. I just look all around, look at religious artwork from all around the world that depicts UFOs in pictures with religious figures from the Bible. So right there, that should make you ask some questions about how people in the 16th century would even have any concept of UFOs or flying vehicles. But really how I came about this is studying a bunch of different religions and seeing how they applied to the Bible and how they're very similar. And especially I studied Sumerian and Babylonian mythology. These are very important because they're the precursors to what became of the Bible. Because if you really pay attention, they're telling almost the exact same story. But basically in these mythologies, one of the main figures was Enki. And the literal translation of the word Enki is Lord of the Earth. Well, doesn't that sound kind of like the Lord of this world, Satan? Very similar. But what happened here in this mythology is that Igigi, who were the minor gods, they worked for 6 days, and then they went on strike on the Shappatu, or the Sabbath, the seventh day. And then Enki, the Lord of the Earth, took over and started creating humankind. Well, this is very, very similar to the Bible and what I espouse about the Bible and how God worked in creation days 1 through 6. Then on the seventh day, God rested, and then the Lord God took over on the seventh day and was blaspheming by working on the seventh day that God created. So right there, it is frighteningly similar to the Bible. And that's, that was one of the things that really, really caught my eye when I was studying all these other religions and mythologies, that this is very, very similar to what's going on. And even the terminology, the Lord of this earth, and the Lord of this world, who I espouse is the Lord God in the Bible. So, but yeah, basically what I want to talk about here is the real biblical Trinity that the church hides from you. And that is this. They aren't the same being, obviously. It's man-made nonsense. God is God. The Lord God that creates Adam and Eve on the seventh day is Satan, the Lord of this world, and hence why he's the Lord God. And the Lord of the Trinity, all capital letters, L-O-R-D, is an alien from another planet. I know it sounds pretty out there, but it's all right there in front of your face if you just read the Bible. So the first story I'd like to cover is the actual first story that involves the Lord, which is Genesis chapter 4. This is the first mention of the Lord. And what happens here is it says in Genesis 4:1, and Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. Well, how come she hasn't gotten a child from the Lord? How come she hasn't gotten a baby from the Lord? And how come she's saying she got it from the Lord? If her and Adam made this, she didn't have to get it or receive it from the Lord. So right there should give you a really big hint of what's going on here. He is a man. Cain is a man given to her by the Lord. Every sentence tells a story. You just really got to pay attention. Then go to where Abel is born in Genesis 4:2, and it says, and she again bare his brother Abel, and Abel was the keeper of sheep. So right there, he's born, and in the next sentence he's already the keeper of the sheep. That implies manhood again. He isn't a baby, he isn't a child. A child couldn't keep sheep. So right there should give you a real good hint of why the Lord is giving Cain and Abel to Adam and Eve. The other real big clue that's important that people completely miss is the fact that Cain and Abel are absent from the generations of Adam list. That's very important here. Chapter 5, 3, Genesis 5:3 says, "And Adam lived 130 years and begat a son in his own likeness after his image and called him his name Seth." Starts off with Seth, the third child. Doesn't start off with Cain and Abel. They were not on the generations of Adam list because they did not come from Adam and Eve and were not made in his image, which is why they're left off the generations of Adam list. That's very important. People don't get that, and people don't understand what's going on. That's what I think is going on here. The Lord that gives Cain and Abel to Adam and Eve is an alien who either gave full aliens to Adam and Eve or interbred aliens with some of God's people from the sixth day. So right there should give you a good hint. I'm going to check my time here real quick. All right. I want to cover some important stories here. These are from Exodus 24:18, Exodus 40:34, Exodus 13:21, and Second Book of Kings 2:11. And these are some stories that I think depict UFOs. I think it's really, really vivid UFO imagery going on here. So this is Exodus 13:21. "And the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night a pillar of fire to give them light, to go by day and night. He took not away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people." Sounds an awful lot like a UFO to me. You can make whatever you want out of it. This is what I'm seeing. And all these things revolve around the Lord. All this imagery, the clouds, dark objects, vehicles, whirlwinds, thrones, pillars, fires in the sky, they're all revolving around the Lord. Not God, not the Lord God, the Lord. So pay very close attention to that. Real quickly here, I'm going to cover Exodus 24:18. "And Moses went into the midst of the cloud and gat him up into the mount. And Moses was in the mount 40 days and 40 nights. So this is Moses getting taken up into the cloud, which to me is UFO, for 40 days and 40 nights. One other one here real quick before I run out of time is the Second Book of Kings 2:11. But this is all throughout the Bible. All you got to do is look for the Lord, and he's all right there. But this is a real important one. "And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked that, behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. And Elisha saw it, and cried, my father, the chariot of Israel, and the horsemen thereof, and saw him no more. And he took hold of his own clothes and rent them in two pieces." He's getting abducted by a UFO and going up into a UFO. Just look out for that Lord. It's all right there. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be putting out more in the future. Bye-bye.